Today I'm sharing a very easy and simple format for a lady's devotion at a bridal shower. Welcome to Mount Mama Family Lifestyle. My name is Mary. I like to share topics like faith, food, fashion, function, and fun. This episode is all about how to prepare a very easy and simple ladies' devotion to deliver at a wedding shower. Last summer, I found myself in a position where I was being called upon to deliver a devotion at a lady's bridal shower. And it was at a very stressful point in my life, and I wanted to do something very easy and simple so I wouldn't have the stress of preparing for and delivering this public speaking at this lady shower. So I was really praying about it, what the Lord would have me to speak on. And I got inspired by all things from YouTube. There's all kinds of lists on YouTube, like 10 ways to organize your kitchen, or 10 ways to lose weight, or 10 best vacations to take, whatever. So what I decided to do is come up with 10 Bible verses that pertain to marriage or that had an application to marriage. And then I matched up each one of these verses with a quote from a famous person or a not so famous person. For example, one verse was Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And then the quote that I paired with that was from a very famous Christian woman, Johnny Erickson Tata, and she said, with our words, we either beat the life out of our marriage or we cultivate, feed, and water it to ensure happy years ahead. Another example of a quote was a quote from the Bible, or a verse from the Bible, was Ephesians 5:33. Nevertheless, let every one of you, in particular, so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. And the quote that I matched up with this actually came from Pioneer Woman's blog, but it wasn't from Pioneer Woman. It was from her friend, Cindy Kane. And she said, I once heard that a woman's greatest need in marriage is to be cherished, and a man's greatest need is for respect. I will link my blog post in the description box below with the complete devotion that I brought at the ladies' shower. So it'll have all 10 verses that I used, and it'll have the 10 quotes that I used. You are welcome to use all of it. You are welcome to use some of it and change it up, or of course you can completely redo it all on your own. If you are having trouble finding quotes, what you can do is simply pick a well-respected Christian pastor or just well-known Christian and Google their name with quotes on marriage. And that may give you some good quotes to use in your devotion. This was very easy and very low stress to put together and to deliver to a group of ladies because I was very familiar with the 10 verses that I was using. So I had most of them committed to memory already. So it was very easy to say those verses to the audience with making eye contact with them. And then I had them all written down with their matching quotes from famous or not so famous people. And I made sure that I read the quotes over ahead of time out loud several times. So I got very familiar with the wording. So it was very easy to read and deliver those quotes to the group of ladies as well. And then I had everything written down in front of me just in case I had a brain dump moment and my mind completely went blank. So I had everything written down, but yet I was prepared to deliver it and make eye contact with the audience. And if something went wrong and I couldn't remember, I had the whole thing written down. So it was nice. It was short, but it wasn't too short. I thought it was very profitable, very encouraging, and easy to prepare and to deliver. I need to backtrack just a little bit. I opened the devotion by welcoming everyone to the shower, thanking them all for coming, and introducing myself. My 10th and last verse and quote were on prayer, and that was a good segue to close in prayer. And what I wanted to do is to have kind of like a mini ladies' prayer meeting for the bride and groom. Because when I got married, the prayer meeting right before the wedding, the whole church came together and they all prayed for myself and my husband. And it wasn't planned, but everyone just instinctively prayed for the wedding and our marriage. The whole church came together and were praying for my husband and myself or my soon-to-be husband and myself. And I really, really appreciated that. So what I did is I had 5 ladies lead in prayer. I had 2 young women, and they were actually a sister of the bride and a sister of the groom. And then I had 3 older, mature women, one being myself and 2 other ladies of the church, lead the ladies at the shower in prayer for the bride and groom. And that was just a very sweet, profitable way to close the devotion. Then, as a way to include all the ladies at the shower in my devotion, I asked each of them to write down a verse or 2 or as many as they liked that they thought either actually pertained to marriage, that were about marriage from the Bible, or that had an application to marriage. And I had, I think, a glass bowl put out for the ladies to put those verses in. And I thought that would also be a really wonderful way to include all the women and to encourage the bride and groom. And there it is, a very simple, easy format to prepare and deliver a devotion for a lady's bridal shower. And I think it was very profitable, very uplifting, and very low stress.